Okay, guys, we are live. It's Tuesday night. It's Dave's LC Chats, and Keith is in the house with me as usual at Eaton Ryan on Twitter. Keito, how are you, kid? You all right?
Good. Yeah, no point to complaining. Looking forward to the match.
Can't complain when you're top of the league, baby. Top of every league. Top of every fucking league. Crazy stuff Liverpool at the moment. It really is. It's dreamland. Area 51 stuff. Guys, get your comments in. We're going to talk about Darwin. We're going to regurgitate about the Brentford last gasp comeback. Well, I was going to say comeback win, but I actually thought it was going to be a bloody 0-0. I don't know about you, but it was late. And, I mean, it was huge in the end, the way it worked out with Arsenal. 2-0 up and then drawn 2-2 against Villa, Keith. I mean, the stars seem to be aligning. I know it's early, but, I mean, that was a big win. I think that was huge on Saturday. What do you think?
Yeah, sorry, you broke up there for me. So, I'm pretty sure we had the conversation the last time we spoke about a wild card coming from somewhere. We seem to have gotten a little bit predictable up front, to be honest with you. Like Darwin scores our 36th and 37th chance in that match. That's never been seen before in an away from home match. That's never been seen before. There was stats on last night on Sky Sports in terms of where our XG is, and we are so far ahead of anywhere else in terms of the amount of chances that we're creating. On the graph, we're fucking miles out here. We're nearly off the charts, to be honest with you, in terms of what's been seen previously. But you can't say we're converting them. You can't say we're converting at the moment. We had a lot of chances.
If we were converting every
chances granted.
Chance we had, Keith, if we were converting every really good chance, every game we've 3 or 4 really good chances. Every game, sometimes more. Yeah,
but I think particularly when you're going for a league, and particularly around this time of the year, to have somebody you can bring off the bench. United did it for years with the likes of McKay. I remember he came on and fucking won them a league, or a player who, not that you won't hear from them again, but a player who's just like a wild card. Like if Jota's fit, you probably don't see Nunez in that match. He probably doesn't go to Nunez. He probably brings either Jota starts and he brings on one of the others, and it's almost like, thankfully, there was a wild card needed, like literally within the space of that. He scores 2 goals, could have gotten sent off on the space of fucking 5 minutes. Easily could have gotten sent off.
Captain Chaos.
Fucking Captain Chaos. He's fucking mental. But sometimes you just need that. You need something, that little bit of a spark. I'd like to think now he's in tonight. So, as you said, I'd like to think now he kicks on from this a little bit. But you don't fucking guarantee, to be honest with you. No. But if he's our clutch player and he comes up in the 92nd minute, another 1 or 2 games, that's probably all we're going to need. We're now at the point in time where we're starting to look off and kind of go, right, 9 or 10 games. We've 9 games, I think, at home, have we? Out of the 9 at home, 8 away. Something like that. So if we win 8 of our home games, which is well within, we only really play Arsenal, I think, at home. Well, we've Everton, obviously, but other than that, it's all teams on paper we should be beating. Our away games are obviously a hell of a lot harder, to be honest with you. We've all of the top 6 near enough to play away or thereabouts. So that's a lot more difficult. But the form we're in, I can see us going away and getting a few draws, and we literally need 9 wins, 4 draws, something like that. And we probably can't be caught because there's no one going toe to toe, 15 wins, 16 wins till the end of the season. There's no one doing that. Even if City were to do that, they still won't catch us. Because we'd have to lose 4 or 5.
Look, it's early. What are we? Middle of January, near the end of January. There's loads of football to be played. As you say, Champions League tonight, League Cup semi, second leg. We're already 1-0 down on that, but I think we'd be okay. I really do. Neil's in the house, right, Neilo? Hope you're well. Doug is in the house as well. Hit the like, hit the share, guys. We've 26 people live. Let's go. As Keith's saying, I mean, there's so many games to play. There's ups and downs, and there's injuries. And look at Jota. I mean, Gomez and Jota are the 2 that are out for the next few weeks. And they're the 2 boys that they have niggles, Keith, in them. And I think Darwin starts tonight against Lille, and he has a really, really good chance. As you say, if he gets a goal or 2 tonight, he's in against Ipswich at the weekend. Simple as that.
Yeah. And it's a good run because it's 2 home games and we should create loads of chances, So if we can get a couple under his belt with them, listen, he hasn't necessarily demonstrated that in his full career at Anfield. He's been very stop-start, I suppose, in terms of being able to do that. But if we can get him doing that, well then that's it. Because it seems to have dried up from everywhere else. To be honest with you, there seems to be a drop off or a lack of form with Salah and Gakpo
but
and
Diaz,
Diaz, to be honest with
yeah.
you. So now I know Diaz is playing out of position. You can't really expect him to be chipping in with goals every match, playing him in at 9, to be honest with you. So it might just be that we just need to kind of just flick on the right formula. Zaba was probably unlucky not to score, to be honest with you, the other day. So he's getting himself in with some chances. I think he's going to be as important as anybody else for the next few games. Certainly for the next 5 or 6 games, we can keep him fit and playing. I think he's a huge asset to us. Huge asset, particularly in the big games. His work rate's phenomenal, So and we are outworking other teams. We're certainly outworking other teams. So,
but look, do you know what? This is where the big squad comes in, and I also think this is where the 5 sub rule comes in. The bigger teams, the famous top 6, top 8, whatever you want to call them, that have the big squads. I mean, we've Chiesa there in the back burner, and I can see a player there really calm.
And Elliot, all of which are involved for the goals, which is great.
But Jota's a key for me, Keith. Jota. If Jota could stay fit, if you could guarantee Jota even 10, 15 games, he's fit for those 10, 15 games. I mean, we just can't guarantee it. He's like bleeding made of crackers or fucking Weetabix, And I mean, he's huge from the bench. He's huge from the bench.
Huge, yeah. It's like we do need somebody who's going to be consistent, and it may come into the thinking when we start looking at what we're going to do next season, because it's hard to even think. I don't think Nunez is a slot player, to be honest with you, playing in that position. He could be very well be in the last few months of his career at Anfield. Jota is very injury prone, and even when he is, he's streaky. He's brilliant when he's streaky. He's on form. He's absolutely brilliant. But he can also go 7, 8, 9 games without a goal very handily, and does so most seasons. So he's quite streaky. So having that 9 giving you a goal every 2 to 3 games consistently is probably something we need to really take a closer look at next season. Don't need it now, to be honest with you. We don't need it now, but certainly for next season.
Neil's saying that Jota's missed 75 games. I actually thought it was more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought it was more, but look, Gomez is the same as well. He's injury prone as well. I mean, look, what have we got? We've got about 10 days in the window. I think I'll have James Pearce on tomorrow at about 5:30 actually for the chat. So we'll be asking about, is there any transfer news? The answer probably will be no. So check it out at 5:30, guys, with James Pearce tomorrow. But as I say, look,
I'd be amazed. I'd be amazed if anyone goes out, and I'd be amazed if anybody comes in. So
unless emergency, yourself, something happens, key player. I think that's the only way we can force an FSG hand or a Richard Hughes hand if something major happens in the next, week or so. Yeah.
But listen, I don't think it's the end of the world if we don't do anything. The only thing about it is that we've effectively missed 2 windows without strengthening. So Chiesa was opportunistic, and that was pretty much it, to be honest with you. So
it would be crazy.
Chipping away at it.
But I mean, it's crazy.
We don't do
never mind where we could end up. We could end up somewhere really epic. I mean, epic as in, I really want the league out of all the trophies left. I want the league. Don't tell. I want all the trophies, but you know what I mean. If you're giving me, it's the league for me. Number 1, I want Champions League to be number 2.
Yeah.
Want to get to that 20 milestone.
Yeah. But listen, all the indicators, to be honest with you, to this point in the season is that it's certainly going in the right way, and it would probably take something absolutely catastrophic now to really derail that in a season where nobody really looks like they're going to step out from the pack. City could very well go on a run now, but their next 6 are fucking off the charts in terms of who they have to play. They play
Arsenal and stuff, so they could do us favours.
They play us.
Chelsea.
They play us. They play Arsenal. They play Chelsea. Yeah.
I think the game, Anfield, Arsenal, Liverpool, Arsenal in April. I think it's the end of April. Now it could be over by then if we keep going.
Game, isn't it? It's the third last game.
25th of April, something like that, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's Arsenal away, then Chelsea. No, it's Arsenal at home, then Chelsea away, then Palace at home is our last 3, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. So, but I mean, look, we can't even look ahead. At the end of the day, look, we look forward to Lille in less than about half an hour, 40 minutes. You have the team there, Keito. Can you pop up the team there? Hit the like, guys. Hit that like. 32 people live. Let's go.
So Alisson in goal, Van Dijk and Kwanzaa, Robertson, Tsimikas, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Jones, then Salah, Nunez, and Diaz.
It's not Bradley, no. I thought it was Bradley, no.
It is Bradley, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you said Robertson.
Maybe I did. No, it's Bradley. It's definitely Bradley.
You probably did.
Definitely Bradley.
Yeah, you know what? Young Bradley, I don't mind seeing him in there. I think we only technically need a point in the last 2 games, and we can't be caught to finish in the top 8. Because I was looking at it, all the teams outside are on 12 points. They can only get 18 if they win all their games. We're on 18. So if we get another point, we can't be caught. I'm sure Slot wants to win his last 2 and win every game and finish top.
I think there's one or two teams playing each other in around that mix as well. I think you get the win tonight, and then it doesn't matter. You can put the kids out for PSV. Doesn't matter.
It's PSV.
Doesn't matter.
He'll want to win. He'll want to win in his hometown, though. Him being a fire and ex-final manager,
you know. But like you'd like to think it's a game where Elliott starts and plays, and Nunez is in there, and a couple of others come in there and play. To be honest with you, Bradley plays. Even Kelleher plays. To be honest with you, I know he wants to put it. Listen, keep the spine relatively strong, but we should be. Wherever we have an opportunity to give lads breaks, we should be giving them lads breaks, particularly when it's effectively a dead rubber to be qualified. Yeah. That should make sense. Other than that, he's kind of wanting to win in your hometown is almost, it's almost ego than anything else. Just what's the best thing? What makes most sense for the football club? And if it's a rest, it's a rest.
Yeah. No, I'd like look. That's a fairly decent side. We have a good bench as well. So for me, I would like, obviously, to get a win tonight. Lille are decent. I think they're 3rd in the French league. They won 2-1 at the weekend against Nice. They've had a few draws before that since Christmas, but they're a decent side. Your man, Jonathan David, I think's up front. He's very fast. He's very dangerous. So we got to be careful,
So, listen, I think at home, to be honest with you, we should be well able to navigate that now this evening, to be honest with you. A draw is not the end of the world either, to be honest with you, as long as we don't get a defeat. So,
yeah, that's what I mean. Even a draw, no injuries. I think no bloody injuries. Get this game out of the way. Concentrate on Ipswich and Anfield at 3:00 on Saturday. That's another one, Keith. So whoever's a good game tonight, the likes of Darwin gets a goal or 2. He's a great chance of starting against Ipswich. And to be fair, Ipswich got hammered the weekend. I don't know whether you've seen it against City.
I hate playing teams after they get hammered. I really do, to be honest with you. I hate being the next.
I know, they tighten up then, don't they? They tighten up.
That?
They tighten up.
Well, yeah, but there's something to prove. There's something to prove to the manager. There's something to prove to themselves. There's something to prove to the fans.
Yeah. Look at that stat. Lille unbeaten in 21 going to be a good game. Yeah, that's what I just said earlier. They're a really good side. They play football, though. They won't sit back. That could suit us, especially in Anfield,
Yeah, if it doesn't, it opens up. I do think with these couple of games at home under the lights, the ideal opportunity to put Diaz back in amongst the goals, get Salah back in against the goals. Like, the sooner the better we get all of our forwards back in amongst the goals. I think we've enough to win most games. 2-3-1, 2-3-2, to be honest with you. But if those lads aren't scoring and we concede first, you can see how much of an uphill struggle it is currently. Big difference now, I suppose. I know we scored late against Brentford, but we didn't allow them to score before that. They scored before that. Then,
as you said, though, Keith, we had a lot of chances. A lot of chances. You know,
scoring at 36 and 37s.
But that's a good sign. I'd rather have loads of chances than saying we've no bloody chances. You know what I mean?
It points towards so many aspects of the football team are doing well, to be honest with you. Recovery, chance conversion, like we won the ball back well, we out-battled them, we defended well, did everything right apart from put the ball in the back of the net. Now listen, same thing against Forest. You've got to admire some of the defending, some of the Forest defending, and some of the goalkeeping was second to none. And sometimes you just come up against a team who are that good on the night, you just got to take your medicine and move on. But there's also, within that 35 the weekend, there was an awful lot of poor decisions being made and the wrong options being taken, and a lot of that. So the sooner the better the confidence starts flying, well, then the goals will start flying. So use these 2 games, because after that, then it's Bournemouth away, isn't it? Which is, that's going to be tough.
That's a tough one. I'll tell you, that's a tough one.
They're flying.
But you know what it is as well, Keith, though? I mean, I don't think, I'm just looking at this season, the way it's panned out. Obviously, City have had probably one of their worst seasons since probably 2008 when the Sheikhs took over. Like, Arsenal are a little bit jittery. They're certainly not as good as they were last season. Chelsea are hot and cold. All the people that you would think would be right up your bum, basically, are not quite at it. And I just think we've got to take the bull by the horns, because I don't think we get a better chance. I don't think we get a better chance.
I've been saying for weeks, I think points in the bag, having points in the bag at this season, in other words, locked in points. It's like we win that match against Everton in our game in hand. That just nails it, to be honest with you, for me. If we can get across the line there, win that game in hand, haven't played the exact same games as everybody else, but those amount of points in the bag, it gives us so much more breathing space. We can almost relax, because what we'll find is the other teams, as you said, are still not perfect. They're going to drop off. They're going to drop the odd game here or there. If they drop off the odd game or here, then we start to have to lose 6, have to start to lose 7.
Yeah.
So that's what we're looking at. We'd have to lose 5 matches have to lose 5 out of our last 17 matches or something. For City to have to go unbeaten to get anywhere near us, that's not going to happen. They're going to drop points in their next 6 or 7 games, guaranteed. They're not the team that they were. Everybody around us is not going to be perfect. We're not going to be perfect, but because we've got points in the bag, we could be less perfect than them and still win the league.
We can allow a mistake.
I actually think we'll be very comparable in terms of records towards the end of the season. I think we've done a lot of the damage has been done already. So,
I don't know whether you've seen it or not. The new Klopp bloody documentary is coming out. I don't know why they're releasing that, and it's such a pivotal time for Liverpool. At the end of February, we'll probably be right up. There'll be a League Cup final. Well, hopefully we get there in early March, and I would have left that to the end of the season. I don't know. I know Liverpool are probably involved, but it's a bit of a weird timing, isn't it?
Not time. It's a mad time, to be honest.
I don't like it. I don't like that timing.
No, to be honest with you. And there's a time and a place for it, and the time and the place for it is possibly certainly after this season. I wouldn't have even done this season at all. Release it during the summer or something after we've done something. I haven't done something, then release it by all means. But I don't even think the appetite is necessarily there, to be honest with you, to look at it at this point in time. I'm kind of going probably look at it, but I wouldn't be counting down the days till the fucking thing was on. I'll
tell you what, this time last year, roughly when Klopp said he was leaving, just before he said he was leaving, we could never have thought, when we used to do these videos the last few years, we'd be sitting here in near the end of January, brand new manager after coming in, hardly bought anybody other than say Chiesa and a goalkeeper that won't be here till next year. You know what I mean?
Who didn't need?
Here we are in the position we are in. And we're not even I don't think we're even playing at our top level yet, Keith. No, I don't think we've hit it. We might have hit it 2 or 3 games, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said to you. We're definitely not kind of pouring out there. There's definite rooms for improvement. There's definite room for improvement in the final thirds with us. And I think what normally happens is most seasons we don't like this period. We don't like just after Christmas. There's always a bit of lethargy around the place. So we generally don't, and we generally kind of don't score as many goals. We get a lot of draws, but we don't, or defeats, but we don't win an awful lot of matches. And then we start coming into March, then February, March again, we start to score goals again, to be honest with you. So far, so good. We've still maintained the gap that we have. We're out of January pretty much, bar a couple of games. And then there's opportunities then as well for a little bit more breathing space. It's not as hectic as it has been in January into February, where we look at maybe 9 games to play. So listen, it's still 1 game every 3 or 4 days, but it's not as hectic, to be honest with you. And you've got 1 more competition out of the way as well. So
Neil's going for his dinner and a pint to watch the match in the hotel. Salah Nunez 2-0. Get your predictions in, guys. We're going to go out for another few minutes, but get your predictions in tonight. I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool. Salah and Darwin to continue his evolution as a striker. So what do you think? I know Keith doesn't. He's not mad about predictions, but Liverpool expect to win. It won't be easy,
No, I think we might get 3 tonight. I think a 3-1. I don't know. It feels like a 3-1. Feels like maybe that front 3 all score. Nice one, Mark. Yeah, same. I think 3-1 and all the front 3 to score potentially tonight, and hopefully that's the night then it gets us all firing again.
Do you know what it is as well? It's about ticking boxes. Every game, ticking the box off. That's gone. Tonight's gone. Ipswich
the league
is gone.
Is certainly that.
You know what I mean?
You're kind of looking forward to it. You're looking forward to the Champions League matches and getting out to knockout stage with the league. The league, it's at this stage, it's ticking them off. It is absolutely ticking them off. 17 becomes 16, becomes 15. You start getting down towards the 10 mark, and you're kind of looking, fuck me, we've got to lose 5 games here to lose the league. That's so, the next 6 games are critical. If we can get back down to, 11, 12 games where we have to lose 4, you kind of have to start looking at, and then the other teams start to lose a bit of interest, and you see a couple of wobbly results there. And listen, it'd be lovely to have it all. It'd be lovely to have it all boxed off by the time we play Arsenal. To be honest with you,
I don't want another one of those Arsenal in 1989.
No,
Remember that one at Anfield? Michael Thomas.
At least it won't be the last game of the season. So
that's true. As you say, it'd be nice to have it boxed off, wouldn't it? And Lego man would be going out like this.
Yeah,
but
or even like, listen, a draw will do us. A draw will do us. They've literally got no chance, really, to be honest with you. A draw on our last 3, or 2 points out of our last 3 would be fine.
Yeah, I'm not counting me chickens, Keith, because we've been here before. I think we're 7 points clear of City at one star. I know it's City. It's City. A different animal. I think they won nearly every game. Do you remember that season where we lost by a point and your man scored, I think, against Leicester, the centre-back Company? Remember that goal? It was a 45-yard bleeding rocket that he never scored in his life. Everything went against us that year. And I actually did a pod last week, and I was thinking about Liverpool. I'm talking about the Klopp era now. We're going back a few years. The 2 leagues we lost by 1 point. Record amount of points.
93 and 97.
And the Champions League, the 2 Champions Leagues we lost against Madrid, especially the 1-0 in 22 against Vinicius Jr. I think we could have bit of luck, bit of this, bit of that. Mane hit the post. We could have won that. I think we were the better team on the day.
Finishing on the night, good goalkeeping, and a switch off at the back post for one chance, and that was enough to do us. That was
and Villa being 2-0 up with 20 minutes to fucking go, and City coming back 3-2, and we beat Wolves 3-1. I mean, there's ifs, buts, maybes,
Yeah. So there's a lot of that stuff, and there's a lot of stuff as well. They got a huge amount of luck. In both of those at different occasions with refereeing decisions that were just fucking batshit crazy, both against us and both for them. Handballs and different decisions where we could have got penalties. We've missed a couple of chances as well in a couple of games, last minute kind of stuff where if we scored, we get across the line. Us winning 13 games out of 14, then winning 14 games out of 14, we went toe to toe with them. Like at one stage, we we lost 2 games in 2 seasons at one stage.
Yeah.
We won 35 games, beating 35 games in a row, like mad stuff, absolutely crazy stuff. And we certainly never got the silverware we deserved for that period of time. But you've got to look at what you're up against. And you're right, a lot of bad luck.
Yeah,
about those.
I just think the Klopp era could have won another league, could have won another Champions League, and we would have deserved it, I think. But look, we're going to leave it there. The game's not far away against Lille at Anfield. I want to win tonight. No more injuries. Ipswich at the weekend. Let's get any sort of result for Liverpool tonight. A draw or a win, we're guaranteed into the next round on a top 8 finish. Obviously, we want to win you don't win trophies for winning the top of this league, but it is nice and it makes Europe stand up and look at us. I'm sure they already are. Strong enough team tonight. I'm going to go 2-1 to the Reds, Darwin and Mo. No injuries. Keith's got to go 3-1. Let's win. Hit the like, hit the share. Hopefully live tomorrow at 5:30 with James Pearce from The Athletic. Thanks for popping in, guys. Stay safe. Talk soon. Keito, cheers, mate. You never walk alone.
No problem. Chat to you soon, lads. Take care. Enjoy the game.
Cheers, guys.